author, mythologist, and storyteller.
It's a very important part of us, of our life, to be intelligent and to understand sexuality.
She is changing the narrative around sexuality.
I just want to bring back people to the idea that there is a beauty and a refinement and culture around it.
New sex influencer A-List proudly recognizes Seema Anand for influence in sex-positive content creation.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Newsx Influencer A-List. I'm Aarti Krishnan. I have with me a very special guest today, Seema Anand. She's a London-based mythologist and a narrative practitioner. She's also written a book called The Arts of Seduction, and she talks extensively about Kama Sutra, owning up to your own sexuality, sexual liberation. Welcome to the show, Seema.
Thank you, Aarti. It's lovely to be with you.
Why don't we start with talking about, your interest in this particular field and, how you came about writing your book, The Arts of Seduction?
So it actually began with the idea of looking for stories. So I am a storyteller by profession, and I believe that the stories that we tell define who we are. They actually create our identity. You know, the kind of stories that we tell, if you tell stories about how if a man comes home, he's drunk, he beats up his wife, but she's so good, she never says anything to him, then you create the identity of a good woman as somebody who will never stand up for herself. And to me, it's always been a fascinating subject. But as I explored these stories, I realized we never ever tell stories of a woman's right to her own body. That's always somebody else's property. And I decided to try and see what it is that we had shut down, or what are the stories that we had silenced. And that led me to the Kam Shastras. And as you know, that there are hundreds of Kam Shastras, not just the one Kam Sutra. And you know what? I had actually thought it was part of my studies. I thought I'll do a paper on it, 15,000 words, I'll move on. I started this about 18 years ago. And all I can tell you is that it is the most fascinating subject that I have ever come across, because the Indian Kam Shastras are the most exquisite books on erotic passion in the world. And they're so unexplored, they're so untranslated. When I say untranslated, I don't just mean about translating word to word. I mean about the metaphors and what they actually mention and what they talk about. That it's become like a life's mission now for me to discuss it. But what really draws me to them more and more is the emphasis that they put on a woman's pleasure, the emphasis that they put on the divinity and the beauty around sexuality, which is so different to the world that we live in right now. And it just makes me want to explore it more and see what it is that our ancient wisdom taught us that we seem to have lost in this twilight zone that we live in today.
Right. Seema, we are also having conversations with several other influencers who talk about sexual education. And that is such an important topic because sexual education is lacking in India. And I think even abroad, you don't really get this sort of culture of the Kama Shastras. That's just sort of, like you said, buried down. So how are you using your platform on social media to spread the word on not only sexual liberation and talking about your sexuality, but also saying that Indian culture has such a rich understanding of what sexuality is, and it can be much more than vulgar?
You know, Aarti, it's just a case. So anytime you have to change a story, you have to do it one tiny little bit at a time. It can't be done overnight. And the idea for me is that so in the West, you do have sex ed classes, for instance, in school. I think sex ed is extremely important. I know that a lot of people in India believe that if you teach sexual education in schools, then it's actually giving kids a license to go off and do things, but actually it's making them aware of what's going on so that they don't go off and do things. They become more sensible or more careful or more intelligent around sexuality. And it's a very important part of us, of our life, to be intelligent and to understand sexuality. But yes, to come back to your question about how our culture or our background plays into it, what I find in all the sex ed classes is it's very clinical. So it's literally being taught as the anatomy. This is this part of the anatomy. This is what happens in penetration. And we keep saying that sexuality and intimacy is not necessarily about penetration. That's one act in that entire entire world of pleasure out there. And to me, I really want to bring back the idea of pleasure as a thing of beauty, as a thing of refinement, which is what the Kama Sutra was trying to teach, as a thing of refinement, and as a thing that intrinsically includes emotions. And I think that's where we are lacking when we teach sex ed or when we talk about sexuality. You know, the problem is, like you said, it's so taboo that in just trying to break those taboos, most of us are just trying to say, okay, let's normalize the conversation. Let's just get out there and talk about it so that it's not hush hush and it's not sort of pushed under a carpet. Most people are just literally trying to fight that first battle. And yeah, I guess my battle has always been slightly different because, as I was telling you earlier, I didn't actually start off by doing this on social media. I've been doing this work for so long. I just want to bring back people to the idea that there is a beauty and a refinement and culture around it. It's not that one act of penetration that surrounds it. There's so much more to it.
Right. Speaking about it being taboo, when you talk about it online, do you receive hate, or how is it being accepted in the online world by both young people and also older people who use the internet?
So I think out of every 100, 95 are people who send messages of deep love. Every 2 out of 100 will be like, it's something I want to think about. And 3 are hate messages. So that's the basic percentage that you get.
Right. And, a lot of the, like I said, the influencers we're talking to about sex education, they are women. And do you think as women, when you speak about sexuality, you're then predisposed to being, like you said, certain comments or certain hate messages directed to you just because of being female?
Being female and being a certain age, the combination is dire. Trust me, the kind of messages that come to me targeted at my age, the fact that I'm talking about this at a certain age, yeah, I think, and it's strange. Like you said, most of the people talking about this are women. There's an equal number of men who write in to me about the problems that they're having sexually or in their relationships or in their sexuality. Yet there are no male influencers talking to normalize all the things that men are going through. It seems to be something that only women are fighting the battle for.
Right. Thank you so much, Seema, for joining us. And let's hope that through your efforts to talk about sexuality and these topics that need to be spoken about widely, that there is a change brought about on the whole. Thank you for joining us on NewsX Influencer List.
Thank you. Thank you, Aarti.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.